It's that time again where I give you a look at what I eat in a day. Good morning. So I'm about to eat my breakfast here and we're going to get into this what I eat in a day video. Real quick before we get started though, I always have a couple things I want to tell you. So the first thing is that if you are new here, my name is Sarah and I'm a dietitian, and this whole channel is about food and nutrition stuff, and I do these what I eat in a day videos every single month. So if you're into this sort of thing, then make sure that you subscribe. Also, I like to give a disclaimer before all of my what I eat in a day videos that this video is not here to tell you what to eat or how much to eat or anything like that. This is just here for just some general information because every single day is different, every single person is different. So what you're going to need for any given day or any given meal, it's really just going to depend on you. This is here more if you're curious as to what some of my favorite meals are or what I'm eating on a random day, and also if you need some new ideas or inspiration because you're looking to switch things up, but you just need something to kind of get your creative juices flowing and some new things to try. So with all that said, let's talk about breakfast. And if you've been watching these for a while, I have to say this is not going to give you any new ideas because it's basically the same thing I always have, as you know, if you're a regular. So in here today I have some yogurt. I actually have a mix of two different yogurts though. So I have some of the Maple Hill Creamery grass-fed whole milk plain yogurt, and then I have some of the Siggy's strained plain yogurt. And what I've been doing, I've kind of been going back and forth between buying these at the store. One week I'll buy this, the next week I'll buy the Maple Hill Creamery, and it just so happened that I had a little bit left in the Maple Hill Creamery, so I put that in, but it wasn't quite enough, so I put in some of the Siggy's. So we have a little bit of a mixture today. Then I have some frozen cherries in here that I just heated up in the microwave to thaw those. I heated them up for like a minute in a little ramekin, tossed those in, and then I've got some cashews on the top here for a little extra fat and protein and some crunch. And I'm sad to say that I think I'm going to be doing a lot of the frozen cherries here lately. Well, I'm not sad about that because I love cherries and they're like one of my top favorite fruits, and I think they're super yummy. But the reason I'm going to be doing this a lot more is that the pomegranates are gone. I really like having pomegranates in my yogurt, and I love pomegranates. I think they're great, so I really try to get them when they're in season as much as possible. And it was like they were there. I was buying them every week, and then I went to the store and they were just gone, and I haven't seen them since. So I guess pomegranates are done for the year, so no more pomegranates, which is sad. But I think that's also one of the special things about, you know, eating things when they're in season and when they're available, because they really do, I feel like you appreciate them a little bit more. Yeah, so it's sad, but I think overall it's probably a good thing because it makes me really excited when they do come around. So no more pomegranates, probably a lot of cherries going forward until we get into a little bit warmer weather and start getting some different fruits around. Maybe also some like apples and pears too, I guess, if I start to get sick of the cherries. But I'm gonna go ahead and eat this and get going on my day, and then I will talk to you in a little bit. Hello again. So I'm having a little coffee break right now. Sometimes I have my coffee with my breakfast, and sometimes I feel like I don't want it right away. I want to just kind of have it a little bit later. So that's what we're doing today, and I'm also having a fun snack to go with it. So here's the coffee. I mean, it's not that interesting. It looks like coffee. But over here, this is the fun snack that I was telling you about, and this is actually something that I made myself over the weekend, you know, at the beginning of this week. So this is hotok, and it is a Korean street food, and I've made these a couple times now. I wanted to try my hand at it because I'd heard a lot about it. What it is it's like a yeasty dough that you then have put a filling in, and then you cook it, you know, in hot oil one side and then the other, and it makes this kind of fun, like filled yeasty bread. So this is the traditional filling, which is cinnamon and brown sugar, and I also put some walnuts in there. And what happens when it heats up is the inside, the sugar and the cinnamon all kind of melt together, and it creates this like syrupy, gooey, delicious filling. And these I made, like I said, at the beginning of the week. So they're best if you eat them right when they come out of the pan. But I have found through my experimenting that they reheat pretty well in the microwave, because especially if you do the cinnamon sugar filling, you really want that cinnamon sugar to melt and, you know, get syrupy. But putting it in the toaster, they get a little extra crispy, but they seem to work pretty well. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else you should know about these. They do have some flexibility, so like if you wanted to make these, I'll link the video that I used to for the recipe that I use for these, but you can switch up the filling. So this is the traditional filling, but you can put other things in there. I made a couple with Nutella. You can also do savory fillings if you want, but I think they're pretty fun, and I'll bite into this one. Hopefully it's not too hot so you can kind of see. what the inside looks like. So it's kind of like donut-esque. You can see it's got like the yeasty bread, and then you can see some of the syrupy stuff coming through. And I really like it too because it's sweet, but it's not like super sickeningly sweet, so it seems like just right to me and for my preferences, so I'm really into it. And one of the cats is having a sneezing fit down the hall, but I'm gonna have this with my coffee, and then I will talk to you again when I eat my lunch. And I'm back. So lunchtime is here. I've had a really productive day today. I'm feeling really good. Actually, this whole week I feel like I've been in a good groove. So I'm feeling good about that. I'm about to have my lunch, and lunch, as is usually the case, is leftovers from last night's dinner. And today that is fried rice. This is actually kimchi fried rice. You can kind of see in there, not really, but you know, there's the rice, there's little bits of the kimchi and onions and stuff in there. And then I've got a couple fried eggs over here to go with that, and some seaweed, and some scallions sprinkled across the top. And then I also have an orange here on the side that I'm gonna eat. And I'm not really sure if this is gonna be enough food or not. I mean, that's kind of the case with every meal, and something I always like to point out in these videos is that, you know, when I plate up my food, this is how much food I think I'm gonna need, but it might be too much and I might not finish it, or it might not be enough and I might go back and get some more. So the point of this is not to show you like exact amounts or exactly what I'm eating, but it's just to kind of give you a general feel and idea for my meals. But I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna have my lunch, and I'll talk to you later. So it's later now, back in front of the fridge again, and we're about to eat dinner. And actually, Jason and I are going out tonight to see a play that one of our friends is in. So we're having a little bit of an early dinner tonight, and we also needed something that was gonna be quick and easy, so I didn't have to spend a lot of time cooking and make sure that we can get out of here on time. So that means it's salad night. So you can't really see the lettuce down in the bottom, but I've got some spring mix and some arugula that we had left over too that I kind of mixed in with it, so that's in there. I've got some chopped pear. These pears were like on their last leg, so I said we're gonna use some of those. Cilantro, onion, we've got avocado over here, some goat cheese, canned tuna, and then some olives here in the middle. And then I've also got a piece of rosemary sourdough here to go with it. And then on top for dressing, I made a quick balsamic vinaigrette, so it's just olive oil, balsamic vinegar, little squeeze of mustard, shake it up in a jar, quick and easy. And as far as salads go, I think two big things to make your salads super tasty. One, adding in some sort of fruit, having that sweetness to contrast with the salty savoriness, I think is really nice. And then two is to add some sort of fresh herb. So I have cilantro in this one, basil is also great, and you can try different ones that you like. The kind of like soft leafy herbs you can chop up and put in there. I find that those really take salads to the next level. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I will talk to you later on tonight. So we just got back from the play. I'm in my pajamas. Please excuse the dishes in the sink behind me. But because we had early dinner and then we got back kind of late, I am really hungry. So I made a little midnight snack that I'm gonna share with Jason. So I made us some ramen. Delicious, warm, cozy, especially because it is freezing outside, and Jason just asked if he could have some, so he's in the shower right now, but I really want to start eating it, so I'll try to save some for him. We'll see how hungry I end up being. But once I'm done eating this, I'm gonna go ahead and take off my makeup and hop in the bed. So I'm gonna end this What I Eat in a Day right here. I hope you enjoyed having this little peek into one day of eating for me. And if you happen to be new here and you want more healthy eating tips and nutrition info and videos like this one, then make sure that you subscribe, because eating healthy and living a healthy lifestyle really doesn't have to be complicated, and I wanna show you how to do it. And if you wanna watch some more videos, I have a couple linked over here that you might like. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.